Hi, I'm Kim Lawrence with Tape Solutions, sometimes referred to as the Tape Lady, and we're going to start a series of product demonstration videos to help customers with questions that we're frequently asked. One of the products and categories that we get asked about a lot has to do with our adhesive transfer tapes, and it's often known as ATG tapes, which stands for adhesive transfer gun. They are a double-coated adhesive transfer product that is designed to fit into a handheld dispenser that will roll the adhesive, double-coated adhesive out onto a surface and take the removable liner up inside so that it doesn't have to be done by hand. This is a product that is it's not really hard, but some people get a little confused about how to load this dispenser properly, and so that's what we would like to help demonstrate today. Now, when you buy one of our SD950 tape dispensers, they do come with an instruction page showing you, not really with much written instructions, but diagrams showing you how the tape is loaded in here. But I guess because they are drawings, they are sometimes difficult for people to understand. So hopefully this video will be a little more helpful to you. This particular tape dispenser, there is a little notch right here that if you just lift it up a little bit, not too much because it's plastic and you don't want to break it, it will release from the notch on the dispenser that keeps it locked in place and allow you to be able to open up the dispenser and get to the works inside. Now, when you get a roll of the adhesive transfer, each roll will come individually cellophane wrapped. When you get a new roll of tape, there is some amount of leader on here, and you just kind of have to get it started. Look at all this. Okay, so you will have some amount of adhesive tape and then just liner material without adhesive, probably a foot or so before you'll actually start running into adhesive. So when you're ready to load this on your dispenser, you want to hold the roll of tape in your right hand and have the tape coming off across the bottom, and then your excess liner in your left hand. Then when you want to put it in your dispenser, it goes on this middle cylinder with the big spoked wheel in the dispenser, and you're going to push it down until it locks into place. Now, when doing so, you don't want to use and put a lot of pressure on the actual tape part because this is a plastic core. It isn't adhered to it all that well, and you put a lot of pressure on it, you can push the tape right off the plastic core. So you really want to try to maneuver this by using the plastic core that's more sturdy in doing so. So you just gently want to kind of turn and push this down until you hear it snap and lock into place. And then it's in here nice and tight. Either 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch size wide rolls will fit in the same dispenser. When it is in place and you hear that click, it's because this little notch right here is now come up over and through the tape dispenser core, or the roll of tape's core, and now popped out over it, locking it in place. Now you want to thread the rest of the tape through the dispenser, and in order to do so, you're going to need about a couple of feet or so of leader here, and this this cylinder right here does not turn unless you push in the trigger, which releases this wheel and makes you able to turn it. So we're going to just release a little bit more liner on here, and then you can let go of the trigger and start threading this through. You're going to go over the top of the first cylinder, and then underneath the applicator wheel, which is this most farthest out wheel here. Then go back across the top of it and over the top of the roll of tape and down in between this next cylinder, which is your take-up wheel. This is the wheel that takes up the excess liner as you use the dispenser. You will see two slots inside this cylinder that you want to slide your liner material into. And then if you would like just to kind of secure it, you can use some of the adhesive tape and just stick it over the wheel like so in order to help catch it. Now we want to overlap this a little bit so that it really locks it into place and it can't slide off easily. So again, you want to push in your trigger and just turn this until it overlaps a little bit, like so. Now, one of the tricks that I like to tell people is that when you pull out this much adhesive when you first, or much liner when you first load the dispenser, you are going to start getting adhesive. And if you run your finger across, usually right about here, you can start seeing adhesive that has come out. You want to go ahead and remove this so that it doesn't gum up the inside of your dispenser and your wheels and stuff like that. It's very delicate. All you need to do is just kind of get the start of it, and then you can just easily peel this back right to where your applicator wheel, where the tape wheel would go down on your paper when you're ready to apply it. And all you do is just pull it and snap it. Adhesive transfer doesn't have a backing material. All it is a 2 mil thick layer of adhesive, and it's very thin and delicate. It doesn't need anything special, a blade or a knife or scissors to cut it. It's pretty hand tearable, and has a nickname called booger tape because it rolls up and looks like you know what. So you can just discard that. Now your dispenser is loaded. You want to close the lid and you should be ready to go. And so now I'm going to demonstrate how this works for those of you who haven't bought one yet. What you want to do is where you want to apply the double-faced adhesive, you want to start and just push the applicator wheel down on top of your surface, which may be a piece of paper or a photograph or something like that. Push in your trigger and leaving the wheel firmly on top of the surface, just roll out however long of a piece of adhesive that you need. When you are finished, you let go of the trigger and just pull the dispenser and it will break the tape. And you will see that it has laid out a nice layer of double-faced tape. And you have exposed adhesive now on this side for you to then apply your next surface to it. In this case, we're going to fold it, and you can see that it sticks. And that is how you load an ATG gun.